In the quiet town of Crestwood, where the streets were lined with ancient trees and the houses carried tales of generations long gone, I found myself alone in my family's old, creaky house. The rain outside was relentless, tapping on the windows like an insistent visitor, and the wind howled through the cracks, making the old walls groan. I figured watching a movie would be a good distraction from the unsettling weather. I settled into the worn-out couch in the living room, wrapped in a cozy blanket. The glow of the TV provided a sense of comfort in the darkened room. As the rain pattered on the roof, I got lost in the plot of a suspenseful movie. The occasional flash of lightning added a cinematic touch to the ambience, creating eerie shadows that danced across the walls. However, as the tension in the movie built up, so did a strange feeling in the air. Between scenes, I began to notice faint sounds that didn't belong to the soundtrack. A soft whisper, like someone talking in hushed tones, caught my attention. I dismissed it as a product of my overactive imagination, attributing it to the spooky atmosphere of the storm outside. Yet, the whisper persisted, growing more distinct with each passing moment. It was as if someone were carrying on a conversation just out of my hearing range. An unsettling chill crept up my spine, and I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. I muted the TV, and in the ensuing silence, the mysterious voices became more pronounced. A murmur, followed by laughter that seemed to echo through the house. "Hello? Is someone there?" I called out, but my words were met only by the distant thunder rolling through the stormy night. Deciding to investigate, I grabbed a flashlight and tiptoed through the dimly lit hallways. The creaky floorboards beneath my feet added an extra layer of suspense to the situation. The whispers persisted, growing in intensity as I approached the hallway leading to the bedrooms. Feeling a mix of fear and curiosity, I turned on the hallway light, banishing the shadows. The whispering ceased momentarily, replaced by an eerie stillness. But as I stood there, a shiver ran down my spine. The silence was broken by a voice, a whisper that seemed to come from within the very walls of the house. Panic set in, and I pressed my ear against the cold surface. The whispers returned, more coherent this time. It was like listening to a conversation happening in another room, muffled but unmistakably human. I strained to catch the words. It's when I realized I'm not alone. A chilling voice whispered directly into my ear. I stumbled back, heart pounding, realizing that the voices were not some figment of my imagination. They were real, and they seemed to be hidden within the very structure of the house. Desperation and fear consumed me as I grappled with the idea that my supposedly empty home harbored unseen inhabitants. I felt like an intruder in my own space, unsure of how to confront the inexplicable entities that lurked in the shadows. Over the next few nights, the whispers persisted, evolving into full-fledged conversations that echoed through the house. I hesitated to share my bizarre experience with anyone, fearing they would dismiss it as a result of stress or an overactive imagination. However, the persistent voices left me sleep-deprived and on edge, pushing me to the brink of my sanity. One evening, as the rain continued to pour and the wind rattled the windows, I decided to confront the mysterious entities. Armed with courage and curiosity, I ventured into the heart of the house, determined to unravel the secrets hidden within its walls. The whispers guided me, leading me through the maze of hallways and rooms. The air seemed charged with an otherworldly energy, and the temperature dropped noticeably as I approached the source of the voices. I stood before a seemingly ordinary wall, the whispers now clear and distinct. It's when I realized I'm not alone, the chilling voice repeated, as if taunting me. I pressed my hands against the wall, feeling a strange vibration beneath my fingertips. With a surge of courage, I pushed against the wall, and to my shock, it gave way. I entered a hidden passage, a secret chamber concealed within the structure of the house. The air was thick with an ancient mustiness, and the dim light revealed a room frozen in time. Dust-covered furniture, faded wallpaper, and an assortment of long-forgotten belongings filled the space. As my eyes adjusted to the dim light, I saw them, the specters of another era. Transparent figures moved about, trapped in a loop of forgotten conversations and laughter. They were oblivious to my presence, reliving moments from the past as if time had come to a standstill. It dawned on me that I had uncovered a portal to the past, a glimpse into the lives of those who had once called this house home. The whispers were echoes of their voices, imprinted in the very walls that held their memories captive. Overwhelmed by the revelation, I hesitated to disturb the spirits. Yet, a feeling of empathy compelled me to interact with them. As I cautiously approached, the atmosphere shifted. The entities turned their ethereal gazes toward me, their expressions a mix of surprise and curiosity. With trepidation, I spoke to them, acknowledging their presence and expressing my understanding of their plight. To my amazement, the spirits responded, their whispers becoming more coherent. They shared stories of their lives, of joy and sorrow, of the moments that had imprinted themselves on the very essence of the house. As the night unfolded, I became a part of their spectral realm, bridging the gap between the living and the lingering energies of the past. The house, once a silent witness to the passage of time, now resonated with the voices of those who had left their mark on its walls. In the days that followed, I continued to coexist with the spirits, learning about their individual stories and offering a connection to the world beyond. The once ominous whispers transformed into a chorus of memories, and the house became a sanctuary where the living and the departed shared a unique bond. As time went on, the storm outside began to subside, and the spirit's ethereal presence faded. The hidden passage closed, concealing the doorway to the past once more. The house returned to its quietude, with only the echoes of memories lingering in the air. I found solace in the understanding that the spirits were not malevolent entities, but remnants of lives that had become intertwined with the very fabric of the house. The experience left me with a newfound appreciation for the unseen layers of existence, where the past and present coexisted in a delicate dance. In the end, the house that had initially seemed haunted became a bridge between worlds, a place where the living and the spectral could briefly intersect. And as the rain outside ceased, leaving behind a glistening calm, I carried the stories of the past with me, forever connected to the history that had unfolded within the walls of my home.